Wear it. There's a label here. People know what you are, what you stand for. The younger generation, they say Islam is not in your head. Islam is not in your beard. Very clever. And I want to tell them, put it on. In your buses, in the trains, wherever you are, put it on. That's your time now. This label, don't throw it away. Preserve it. Encourage your children to have it. قال الله تعالى في شأن حبيبه إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا حييتم بتحية فحيوا بأحسن منها أو ردوها إن الله كان على كل شيء حسيبا صدق الله العظيم. My dear brethren, I begin with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want you to bear this in mind, that I started with salam. Usually this is not my practice. Not that I do not wish salams to my audience, no. It's a matter of habit. I'm used to reading a verse from the Quran and get stuck into the subject straight away. I started this talk with salam, and I will tell you why as we get along. I will come to it. Why I said salam alaikum at the beginning. So I'm not averse to other people starting with salam. Good, beautiful. But I said it's out of habit. With me, I read an ayah and I start talking about the ayah. Where does the ayah come from? This, that, what it means, and on into the subject. But I had a special reason. But before I proceed, I also want to congratulate this Jamaat for that little plastic sign, heels on line. Will somebody please get it for me? They're from the wall there. Heels on line. That's right. Shukran. Very simple thing. You know, this idea about heels on because in the Jummah Masjid Durban, we have Masjid al-Jummah, Jummah Masjid, the largest in the southern hemisphere is in Durban, and we have problems with the line. You go to Saudi Arabia, you have problems with the lines. You go to England, America, the Muslims, they have problems with the lines. And I want to tell them why you are having this problem. But I don't want to appear, look, this clever guy now comes along from Africa and is telling us why we can't get the line straight. For 1,000 years, 1,400 years, we got Islam with us, and this guy here, this Hindi, this Indian fellow comes along and is telling us now, he said, look, the problem with you is that certain basic things, fundamental things, elementary things you haven't understood. That you're not getting the line straight. Because you wear shoes. Some people wear size 10, 10 and a half, 11, I wear 9. Can you see the difference now? Immediately, as soon as you get onto the line with your toes, you are out of line. As you put your toe, I'm wearing size 9, you wearing size 5, another guy's wearing size 10 and a half, 11, the line is out. The heel. See, I have been training in the brigades. I was with the Pakistan National Guard. And I know when you say shoulder to shoulder, it's the heel that counts. Because the heel can't go out. You see your heels and everybody's heel is coming perpendicular, straight up. Shh. Now, you know, I'm telling all this. You know why? It's being recorded. This tape, inshallah, will go to the West. See, I couldn't start talking to them there. I said, you see, my people, somebody had this good idea. I must congratulate that brother, whoever he is. There is a saying that my conviction grows infinitely. Somebody else says, ditto, agrees. I become boosted. Mashallah. No, I'm on the right track. So my brother, whoever did this, I said, you're on the right track. And the people who are hearing it in other countries, because this tape goes all over the world, they will also know why they are having the problems of not getting the line straight. The reason is the heels are not on the line. Congratulations to you, to this Jamaat. And for many other things, I don't know, go in and say you're wasting so much time. The subject that was chosen was, if the label shows your intent, wear it. And it's something strange, you never heard of it before, like a thing like that. If the label shows your intention, what you are about to do, what you want to do, so wear the label. Let the people know, like this one here. There's a label here. This label says, the Shahada, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. We had made others, metal ones, with God for universal guidance. Beautiful. This thing we had. And the IPC, Islamic Propaganda Center, we were selling it, and it's gone out of use at the moment. But I think we should renew it. The Quran speaks the word of God for universal guidance. That's a label. So everybody sees it as, what is this Quran? So man has a tendency to want to know what it is. What is this Quran? Gives you an opportunity. The Quran is the word of God. I thought only the Bible is the word of God. Where do you get this from? Opportunity for you to talk. See, if the label shows your intent, wear it. People know what you are, what you stand for. So I read this in a newspaper, written by a Westerner. He has some other reasons for saying this. Good ideas he had. He's talking about some parties. People go to the parties and they don't know, they want to know how to get started with one another, how to chat, conversation. What do you talk about? So somebody thought of an idea, said, look, let's put on something. Ahmed Deedat means nothing to the other fellow. Ahmed Deedat, where do you come from? Where not? You, Muhammad Siddiq. You, Abdul Rahim Brown. So what? What am I going to talk with you? What do you want to talk? Difficult. So this is, now let's put down something, what you are specializing in. Philately. Philately. You know what's philately? Philately is the hobby of collecting stamps, postage stamps. There are people, they collect postage stamps. So a lady put it on. Philately. So now a fellow wants to get started with her. So he says, you know, I do etching. And if you want to see, I got some at home. So she says, look man, this is philately. I'm interested in stamps. But he says, you see, I'm from the foreign corps. Home, and the guys are going to show his etchings, but sex is behind his mind. And they made something, said, look, now we want to know, let's find out, what should we want to make up these labels for people when we go to a conference, that when we get together, make it easy for people to talk. So right, come on, tell us, what do you want to talk about? He says, sex. You want to talk about sex. How about women? You? Sex. You? Sex. 100% of the guys, they want to talk about sex. They're hungry for that in the West. This is the only thing that they can talk about. There's nothing higher. Animality. Down, down. An organizer, 1,000 people were to be gathered. He said, did you print 1,000 labels? Sex, 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 sex. He said, no, it wasn't necessary. They'll talk sex in any case. But there are people who are thinking ahead, who are on a higher level. There's one such group I came across. They call them the Young Presidents Organization. They have the centers all over the world. Young Presidents. Jimmy Carter, before he became president, he was a member of this, Young Presidents. Some of the is a type of training, certain type of, have the opportunity of meeting, leaders from all over the world. And these are the potential leaders for the nations for the future. So they have opportunity of getting together. And they invite guest speakers, people from the outside to come and speak. And the last time they had this conference, it was in Dubai, in the UAE, they invited me. They gave me a first class air ticket for me and my son, and they gave me a 5-star hotel accommodation. They did a beautiful job. They called me, and they had called people from the Far East, from the West, from America, England, Germany, from Israel, from all over the world. They had gathered there. Like I am a specialist in certain field. So they want me to put it down. What? As a comparative religion. I'm a specialist in comparative religion, dealing with Islam and other religions. In comparison, about Judaism, about Christianity, about Hinduism, about Buddhism, this is my field. You have a right to question me about these things. So somebody else about politics, somebody about something else. And then they had different tables, and this is now these specialists. You take one table each. You just take a table. So now people start walking around. They look at your label. Well, he's interested in comparative system. Somebody's not interested in that. He goes and sees the others. He says, I want to go and find out something about this politician. Let me tap him, tap his brains. And so on and so on. So I have my table full. Everybody has his table full. The label shows your intent, what you stand for, what you want to share. So get started straight away. As soon as you sit down, right, they have some questions. What is the difference between Islam and Christianity? What is the relationship between Islam and the other religions? Now this is my field, so I'm at home. You see, I feel happy. I don't have to fumble. I'm a master of this game on that level. You ask me about fatwas. You know, why do you cut the throat of the chicken? I said, go and ask the Imam. He said, look, he doesn't know. I said, replace him, get rid of him, get another guy. Why you circumcised about sighting of the moon? I said, you ask your alim. He's your man for you. You see, about talaq. I said, you ask your alim. Let the Christian, the Hindu, anybody else, let him ask me, I can deal with him. Our own, I said, look, we have better men than me. Ask them. This is a world of speciality, world of specialization. I have specialized, therefore people want me for this specialization. So mine is comparative religion. Your intent, what you stand for, what you want to share. So get started straight away. As soon as you sit down, right, they have some questions. What is the difference between Islam and Christianity? What is the relationship between Islam and the other religions? Now this is my field, so I'm at home. You see, I feel happy. I don't have to fumble. I'm a master of this game on that level. You ask me about fatwas. You know, why do you cut the throat of the chicken? I said, go and ask the Imam. He said, look, he doesn't know. I said, replace him, get rid of him, get another guy. Why you circumcised? I said, look, let the non-Muslim ask me. You want to know? You're going to ask the alim. About sighting of the moon? I said, you ask your alim. He's your man for you. You see? About talaq? I said, you ask your alim. Ask me, I can deal with him. Our own, I said, look, we have better men than me. Ask them. This is a world of speciality, world of specialization. I have specialized, therefore people want me for this specialization. So mine is comparative religion. Now, the need for the label. We all need labels. And I read to you an ayah from the Quran. I wanted to speak on that, but I'll show you how the connection goes between what I'm talking about, label, and this Quranic ayah. People want to know what subject you're going to talk about. I said, look, you are making a fool of yourself. They won't give me permission to come and speak in the masjid unless they know the subject. I said, I can make a fool out of everybody. I can give you a subject and from there I can take you on to anything. You know, generally our learned people, they do that, no subject. And still you have been enjoying it. Something with me, if I give you a topic, I get straight-jacketed. I must keep to that. And people force me. I was in bed. Sayyid Farid of this Muslim views, he comes in. He said, now we're going to advertise these subjects in the masjid. Those for the general public, we had advertised. Should Rushdie die? On Wednesday night, you remember that. Then on Monday night, we're having another lecture. Is Israel set up for destruction? There's a symposium between me and a United States congressman, Paul Finley, in the Good Hope Center. I'd like to see you all there, with your wife and your children. Now that's advertised. But generally in the masjid, I said, I know, man, if I go to the masjid, I don't have to tell you beforehand. Because usually, the imam is telling me what to speak about. Started from there. That in the salat, in the qiraat, he read this ayah. Bulk of us, we didn't understand it. To me, that was Allah's message to us through the mouth of the imam. You didn't hear it. You heard the sound, the music. The bacha of the Quran, mashallah, how nice the Qari reads. That you understood. But what was he saying? You didn't know. So now, I feel happy to share that with you. I said, you see, the Qari was telling, وَالَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهِدَىٰ in the first rakat, وَالَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَىٰ وَدِينِ الْحَقِّ لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ وَكَفَىٰ بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا. I said, you see, this ayah is also in two other places, but a little variation. Makes you happy, and it makes it easy for me. I just pick it up. Or I can pick it up anything like the heels, and I can carry on about salat and everything that goes with it. I can lecture to you people. I can talk to you people for an hour, and you'll enjoy it. You see, there are people, wallah, there are people. I know in the Cape and generally in the world, they just have to hear the name Ahmed Deedat and they fill up the halls. And I am forced to give you different topics. You know why? Because there are people who follow. There was a time when I was coming to the Cape, we used to tell people, please don't follow. It will be the same subject everywhere. We advertise, why comparative religion? And we tell you, don't follow us. Don't come. Leave the people of the place to come and enjoy. You mustn't follow. Guy from Hanover coming here and the guy coming from where? People here there. I said, no. So we tell you, don't come. But there are times that when you go impromptu, there are certain group of people who follow you, willy-nilly, whether you like it or not. I go to Kenya, same thing happened. They're with me. Now I'm forced, I can't keep on repeating the same thing. I'm boring them. The general public, they're happy. But this group of mine, the group that goes with me, they're getting bored. I said, this is the only thing Deedat knows. So I had to change. And now they want the topics. So I'm forced to give a topic. I say campaignology. So there's Deedat going to speak on campaignology. So before the meeting, the chairman, medical man, doctor, is asking me, what is campaignology is? You see? I said, no, let me know, that's very unfair. So as soon as I stood, I said, you see, the chairman wants to try and get it out of me, but I didn't give it to them. Then I went on to explain what is campaignology, and the people enjoyed it. So they enjoy anything, because you love me so much. It's the love. See, it's the love that people have for you. You can speak any nonsense. People love it. It's your love for me that makes it. You say you overlook my shortcomings, everything you'll overlook. Uncle is all right. Maybe he's aging now. You see, it's not like before, but still all right. So it carries on. The ayah I read from Surah Nisa. Surah Nisa is chapter 4. And I have been telling people, and I can't help repeating it, like this particular one here, which has the Arabic text, the Arabic Quran, and the meaning side by side, and a commentary tafsir, almost 2,000 pages. Actually 1,920 pages. It looks small because they have used what is called fine Bible paper, expensive paper they have used, so it's compact. Previously it used to be this thick, printed in India and Pakistan, same Quran, same page for page. But because of the paper it was so thick, so we had to make it into 3 volumes. Give you one, same Quran, page for page, but it became as thick like that. So they had to make it in 3 volumes. This we reduced it by using better paper, compact size, by photostatic process, that's all. But the page for page same. Every Yusuf Ali's translation in the world is the same, page for page, no difference. Because everybody is stealing by photostatic process. Nobody has the time or the patience to rewrite the script, set the types of the meaning and the commentary. Today, if anybody did that, it will cost you 100 rands each. If you printed 10,000, it will still call you 100 rands each. If you did all that, nobody's got the time to do that. It's too expensive. For 2,000 pages, too expensive. So everybody steals by photostatic process and has it reproduced. So you don't have to do all that. It becomes easy, cheap. That makes it cheap. Then mass production makes it cheaper. So this particular one, my society, we have done almost up till now, 185,000 we have given out. 100. And at the moment we have placed an order for another 100,000 of these Qurans at a cost of about 20 rands each to print 100,000, and it's cheap. If you know about publication, 100,000 for 20 rands is cheap for 2,000 pages today. But of course, I am offering it to my Muslim brothers for 5 rands. 5 rands, believe me, no joke, no book on earth you'll ever be able to buy, not even the Bible, for that price, 2,000 pages for 5 rands. This type of a book. And this is not bluffing. You say, look, you write to me and I'll send it to you. No, we have them in the motor car outside. When you go outside, you can pick it up. 5 rands each. And if you haven't got 5 rands today, next meeting, every meeting we'll have, including the Good Hope Center, it will be available. So you don't have to rush for the car and upset everything there, because this afternoon at the Kipini Street Mosque there was a stampede. People were fighting for the Qurans. I said, no, don't do that. Take it easy. If you fail, tomorrow night, every night, wherever I lecture, the Qurans will be there, ending off with the Good Hope Center, 5 rands each.